my name is Jasmine Frizzell, and I'm here to tell you about the signs of a narcissistic personality disorder. This disorder is rare and is most commonly found in men, but it can be found in women too, and it is also hereditary. It is also having an inflated sense of self-importance and the inability to take criticism, but the ability to dash it out to everyone. According to Mayo Clinic, people with this disorder have an exaggerated sense of self-importance. This just means that they feel that they are better than everyone else, they feel the world owes them something, and they expect to be recognized as superior even without accomplishments. This relates a lot to my second one, is that they believe that they are superior and that they can only associate themselves with equally special people. This just means that if they don't feel that you are special, or special meaning superior like them, they will tend to belittle you and make you feel weak and small. They also tend to be very hateful people, and instead of acknowledging that, they would rather, when it's brought up, they would rather dash it out to other people and make them feel like they are the ones that are being hateful, when that is definitely not the case. This is a more obvious trait that they have because it ties in with jealousy, and jealousy is hard to hide and easy to notice. They also have the ability to manipulate people. So according to Suzanne Diggs White with Psychology Today, narcissists view their partners as trophies under their power and may expect partners to show deference and adoring behavior throughout the relationship. So manipulation it comes in all forms, but it is mostly the ability to make somebody believe what you want them to believe, whether that is true or false, or just because you want them to believe something stupid. Some people with this trait, they tend to do it all the time, and they'll try to manipulate as much and as hard as they can just to see how well they can get away with it. And most of the time, if you don't understand manipulation or you don't know when it's happening, it is easier for them to do this because the person's in the dark, they don't know what's happening, they start blaming themselves. This is also what the narcissistic person is wanting. So along with manipulation, especially if it's not working how they planned it to, they begin to rage. Just like everyone tends to get mad, but their rage is in a different form. They tend to use passive aggressiveness, and they will pout. They'll use very sarcastic comments that tend to be very inappropriate and come off as just very harsh comments. They also tend to make those around them angry on purpose if that's how they're feeling. So if there's someone who's always happy and has a positive outlook, they'll probably tend to bring that person down more often because they don't like it and it's not how they're feeling inside. So they want everyone to be, like I said, superior to them on their same level. So that is one of the things that they struggle with the most, is just feeling like other people are above them. They cannot stand it, and it really affects them. So now that I've told you about a few of the signs, I'm going to talk about the symptoms, or the treatments. So according to Psych Central, the specific psychotherapeutic interventions for narcissistic personality disorder are scarce. Some treatments for narcissistic personality disorder have been adapted from treatments from borderline personality disorder and require a therapist to have special training. So this is one of the only treatments that there is, and it's psychotherapy. This is counseling, whether it's group counseling, individual counseling, just any form of counseling. And in order for someone to get this treatment, they have to be diagnosed with this disorder, because it should only be diagnosed by a medical professional. So learning this information and going to somebody and saying you're a narcissist, even if you believe that they are, is probably not ideal. It's definitely not ideal. I would leave it to a medical professional, because they will know how to handle it better than you possibly would. And in order for someone to want to get this treatment, they have to, like I said, accept that they have this and understand what it means to have this, which most of the time it doesn't work because they feel like they are never wrong, nothing is ever wrong with them, so this can make it very hard for them to receive counseling or even listen to the counseling. It's kind of like for some of them, it's just like going and sitting there and not retaining any information because they just think none of it is true. So to conclude, we have learned today that the narcissistic personality disorder is most commonly found in men. It has many visible traits, and it affects both the person with it and the person around them due to manipulation, the rage, and many more things. If someone has this disorder, it's important that they know that, and that they know the treatments that they can get if they even want to receive help. And most people with this disorder, they are very different. Everyone that has it is very different. So two people with this disorder will not be alike at all. And there are also there's so many different signs other than the ones I have listed. I've just chosen today to list the ones that I feel are very important ones, such as the manipulation. That's a really big one to know. And so everyone with this disorder is affected differently, and just because they don't exhibit all the traits does not mean that they are a victim of this narcissistic personality disorder. So thank you, and I hope you learned something. Sorry for talking so fast, and I look forward to reading your speeches and hearing them as well.